Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to discuss the next question of our agriculture optional answer writing practice series. And the question for today is, what do you mean by new generation plant growth regulators? Enlist the different new generation plant growth regulators and also discuss their roles in mitigating abiotic stresses. So this question was asked in this year's agriculture optional paper of UPSC Civil Services examination, that is in 2025. So let's see how we can approach the answer. So you can directly start by, actually you can divide the question in three parts. In the first part we have to discuss, actually you can define or write some properties of new generation plant growth regulators. In the second part we have to enlist some, that is we can mention 5-6 new generation plant growth regulators, and then we have to discuss their roles in mitigating abiotic stresses. So you can divide the question in three parts. So let's see how we can approach the answer. So new generation plant growth regulators, new generation PGRs. So these are synthetic or naturally derived compounds, synthetic or naturally derived compounds synthetic or naturally derived compounds that act at very low concentration, that act at very low concentration to regulate plants physiological and biochemical processes, to regulate plants physiological and biological processes more precisely than conventional PGRs, more precisely than conventional PGRs. The conventional PGRs, that is auxin, gibberellin, cytokinins, these are conventional PGRs. And these new generation PGRs kind of can be derived from either synthetic compounds or naturally occurring compounds that act at very low concentration. They regulate plants physiological and biological processes, and they are more precise than conventional PGRs. Not only more precise, they can kind of are higher, they are very specific. The specificity is higher. Okay, the stability is higher. So these are kind of properties. They are very specific, they are very stable. They have multiple modes of action, multiple modes of action. So these are the kind of properties of new generation PGRs which you can mention here. Okay, they are very precise, they are very specific, they are very stable, and they have multiple modes of action. So this is the kind of framework you can use in kind of explaining what new generation plant growth regulators are. Now we should directly move to the second part of the question, that is we have to enlist different new generation plant growth regulators. So we will enlist some new generation plant growth regulators. There are various one. I will list 6-7 important ones. First one we have brasinosteroids. Brasinosteroids, which are known as BRs. Then we have jasmonates, which are known as JAs. Then we have salicylic acid, Then we have polyamines. Then we have nitric oxide donors, Then we have others such as chlorides. We have cholines. We have chlorides. We have GRs. Okay, that is synthetic analogs. We have, so all these you can mention 5-6. You can also mention here seaweed based biostimulants. We have also seaweed based biostimulants. For example, ascophyllum extracts. We have ascophyllum extracts. So these are kind of the new generation plant growth regulators: brasinosteroids, jasmonate, salicylic acids, polyamines. In polyamines, you can give examples of spermine. Then we have nitrous oxides. We have choline chlorides. So all these are new generation plant growth regulators. So if you mention 6, 7 of it, you will get kind of a examiner will understand that you know the things very fairly. Now, is the third part of the question. We have to discuss their roles in mitigating kind of abiotic stresses. So we will see their roles in mitigating abiotic stress. So actually, first of all, you can kind of mention some of the mechanism role in mitigating abiotic stress. Abiotic stress, that is non-living stresses. For example, we have droughts, we have heavy metal stress, cold stress, heat stress, salinity stress. These are all abiotic stresses. So how they kind of mitigate abiotic stress? So first of all, they regulate gene expression, regulate gene expression. Generally, the stress responsive proteins, SR proteins, which are known as stress responsive proteins, which respond to stress, are regulated. Secondly, they activate the antioxidant defense system, which help to kind of defend them from stress. Activate antioxidant defense systems. They kind of help in improvement in osmotic adjustment. They help in improvement of osmotic adjustments, osmotic adjustments, so that any kind of osmosis due to salinity or things, they can be kind of adjust them. So they adjust things such as proline, they adjust glycine, all these things. They maintain membrane integrity and chlorophyll content. Maintain membrane integrity and chlorophyll content. They interact with other hormones for fine-tune growth under stress. Under stress, they interact with other growth hormones, so that the growth is proper. Growth is proper under stress also. So this is the things which they do. Now, as the question is highly specific to abiotic stresses, so I will give you some of the examples how they help in abiotic stress. First of all, we have drought stress. For example, in abiotic stress, you can give examples of drought stress. And in drought stress, brasinosteroids, okay, that is BRs, brasinosteroids. We have salicylic acid, okay, we have polyamines. They kind of very much help plant in drought stress. They have they improve stomatal regulation. They improve stomatal regulation. They improve photosynthetic efficiency. They improve antioxidant enzyme activity. So all these things they do. Secondly, in salinity stress, you can also mention salinity stress. New PGR, such as new generation PGR, such as jasmonates, help highly plants in salinity stress. Kind of they maintain membrane stability. They maintain membrane stability. Okay, they kind of osmotic. They maintain osmotic balances, so that the plant doesn't suffer from salinity stress. In heat stress also, salicylic acids. What salicylic acid do? They kind of induce heat shock protein synthesis. They enhance heat shock protein synthesis, which highly helps plant. In cold stress also, you see that salicylic acids and jasmonates kind of maintain membrane fluidity. They kind of modulate gene expression related to cold tolerance. Related to cold tolerance. So they do here. In heavy metal stress, or you can say oxidative stress, also in heavy metal and oxidative stress, also salicylic acids, okay, brasinosteroids, polyamines, all these kind of help in and they kind of enhance antioxidant defense systems. Defense systems. So all these things kind of help plant to cope up with stress. I think if you mention all these examples, we have mentioned 5 examples, I discussed the mechanism. If you mention all these things, you will get kind of fine good marks. And in conclusion, you can mention that yes, new generation PGRs that help plants maintain new generation PGRs properly help plant to maintain growth productivity under adverse environment condition. They kind of also offer sustainable approach, yield stability, and resource use efficiency under changing conditions. So this is what these are the things you can mention in conclusion. So I hope you understand all the parts of the question and you will be able to write a very good answer now. So that is all for today. If you like it, please press the like button. Please do share and please do subscribe. It takes a lot of hard work to make such videos for you on regular basis. And if you like, if you share, if you subscribe, it motivates us to make more such videos for you regularly. So that is all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.